Hello, everybody. This is John Posey, Christian Businessman's Connection here in Atlanta. And I just finished a training with my very good friend, Sean Caldwell. Sean, tell the folks who you are, where you're from, and what happened just the last hour.
Yeah, so Sean Caldwell here, based in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I facilitate our young professionals group. Just finished a YP training with John Posey, and it was awesome. It felt like I was drinking out of a fire hose, but in the best way. Just incredible information to really empower the ministry to go forward. And I think what John did more than anything was he helped us answer the question of why should people invest in CBMC opposed to any other marketplace ministry? And his training answered that. And so I'm really grateful for the time and for the information. And I'm excited and ready to get to work.
Speaking of, we talked about value, Sean. You got to bring value to the people that you're serving. That's what a servant leader does. Servant leader is all about creating opportunities for people to flourish. And one of the things that we're very concerned about our young people and our grandparents about how do we prepare this next generation? How do we disciple families? And I've got my very good friend, Mr. Terrence Chapman, on today. And this man is an expert, and God has called him to train the body of Christ how to effectively disciple your family. Terrence, talk about that a little bit and tell us what's coming up. And folks, you got to listen and you got to be a part of this. Go ahead, Terrence.
John, years ago, we talked about you had a vision when you looked at CBMC, especially young professionals. You want to really have an impact on the wholeness of the life, not just in the marketplace, but at home. And so we talked many years ago, and how can we bring this to fruition? And how can we add value to the CBMC and YP program? We're excited to announce right on February 21st, right here in Metro Atlanta area, we're conducting the first CBMC Victorious Family partnered parenting and grandparenting workshop. Our kids are growing up in a different age and different generation than the one we're accustomed to. And we really have to be prepared and equipped to nurture our kids in a way that brings forth that the factor we call it flourishing, right? Helping them to thrive. How do we do that at home? Especially when we may not feel equipped to do it. We're professionals in building our business and building that legacy, but sometimes we struggle at home. How do we have success at home as much as success in business, in the marketplace? This will bring that wholeness to reality that we've been talking about. February 21st, 9:00 a.m., we're going to give them all the tools and resources and training that 18 years have provided, research have provided, training has provided to over 100,000 parents across this nation in 39 countries. So we're just honored to serve you and bring that value add to CBMC Atlanta and soon to be Charlotte with my buddy Sean.
Now, folks, listen, let me tell you something. This man is telling you something. This is not an experiment. He's been doing this, he's lived it out, and he's definitely done multiple trainings of all the thousands of families he's impacted. And you need to be a part of this. And the registration information is in this video and in the email. So be sure that you get signed up. It's not too far away now, the 21st. And I also want to say to the CBMC community that may be watching this, this is your guy, okay? This is your guy, Mr. Terrence Chapman. He can come to your city and he can bring value to the families, the grandparents. I'm a grandparent, so I'm coming because my children are grown, but my grandchildren just have my grandchild, the daughter, I have three, but I have a 9-week-old granddaughter, okay? And I'm thinking about her right now. And I'm thinking about my grandson and my older granddaughter. So I'm coming because I need to listen to what Terrence has to say to me as a grandparent. So folks, CBMC and anyone else listening, this is your guy. We have his contact information there. In fact, Terrence, I know it's in the actual email, but what's your website?
Yeah, it's Victorious, IOUS, victoriousfamily.org/workshops. We'll get you right to the registration page. Let me say this real quick too, John. You mentioned grandparenting. We started this process in our home 20 some years ago. I want to say 28 years ago. I wasn't thinking this going out to CBMC or anyone else. We just started in my home. I just want to call it to be straight. Let me tell you something. We're still doing our family discipleship meetings via Zoom. Now my kids are in their 30s. We've been meeting for 28 years straight, never missed. And now I get a chance to not only disciple them, but to disciple their spouses. And now this is the test. And this is what you always said about CBMC. The key is it's not just my children, but now I'm seeing them disciple their children. We're seeing, you talked about a multi-generation. This is multi-generational. That's the impact. We want to have 100 years of impact, 5 generations of impact is what my prayer has been.
If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what else. I don't know what else you need. So this has been a great week. John Posey here with Terrence Chapman, with Sean Caldwell. Y'all have a great weekend, and we look forward to next week as we prepare for the Discipleship Family Workshop. Be blessed.